So I was speaking to a client today, and retrospectively, maybe I could have broken it a little bit easier, but the client was a highly sophisticated, funny, uh, lovely, highly intelligent woman, and she knew the truth. And the truth is, builders don't come back. It's that simple. Once things start to go sour, they don't come back. You can see it. I once went into a job, and I went in as a builder. I went in, and the people seemed lovely, and the guy tried to tell me. It was in Plunskey. Won't go any further than that. But the guy tried to tell me that he had done the foundations himself, and he'd ran out of time, and there was a mixer down the back garden, and there was a couple of trestles, and I just knew damn well the guy was lying. The builder had gone, and he was trying to tell me. And you hear stories about builders saying, "I'll be come back if you pay me up front," or you hear, I don't trust you anymore, so pay me." When there's disputes, you hear stories about all of the promises, and largely a huge amount of this is because they're interdependent. They're interdependent upon subcontractors, interdependent upon workers. I see subcontractors with sick children, and it's very noble, and it's the same thing that we'd all do, put our children first. But effectively, he's utterly useless to that contractor now, and that relationship breaks down, then the chain breaks down, then the trust breaks down between the contractor and builder, and it just all keeps escalating. And this is the nature of interdependency. So you could have up to 15 trades on this construction job. You could have 4 or 5, 6 guys in each one at different stages. The main contractor. I always think the biggest lie of all is when a builder tells you everything's going easy and smooth on a project, and you go, don't know about that. So builders don't come back. The reality is, if you actually look at it financially, the main money is made up front. The main money is made in demolitions. Main money is made in concrete work, drainage work, which can be done at that stage. Not always, but can be. Concrete walls, roofing. So getting the envelope up is where the main building is, because after that main money is, because after that effectively subcontractors take their cut, and there's only a smaller margin. So this is one of the main reasons builders don't come back. Plus the other is there's little or any cause or reason for them to come back legally. It's very, very hard to sue a builder, very hard to get a judgment against them, very hard to get any money from the judgment against them, very hard to bankrupt the guy, put him out of business, very hard to stop him opening up a new company, often with a similar enough name, or to open up a company in his wife or his brothers. And this goes both ways. Builders don't come back because things get toxic. What a client can actually see as being normal expected workmanship or craftsmanship may be beyond his capacity, and so you have expectations. Once went into a house, and it was probably 80s house, and the people wanted perfection. They wanted perfection in a paint job with old timber work that was 35, 40 years old, has started to be battered and chipped, split, and they wanted it brand new. Would have been easier for everybody to take the timber off and put brand new timber work in. It's not doable, or the cost of it is so prohibitive, it's not. So things are misaligned, clarity doesn't exist, and there's also the exhaustion, the mental, physical, financial exhaustion that builders go through and they run for the hills, and there's also the same exhaustion level on the clients emotionally, and it's not nice when you see clients disengaging. You go into a job and you see often there's two people, one's active, one's passive in it, or they change roles, but you go into a job and you see a totally disheartened client moving back, not engaging, not saying anything, becoming resigned to nothing. But the funny thing in all of this is there's still a huge belief system in contractors that they still should be paid. And some of this is evidentially correct, and some of this is emotionally driven, and often neurologically driven, because they put so much hard work and effort and sweat and gut sweat, so things become neurologically transmitted into pure belief. So there's many reasons why builders don't come back. Some is push, some is pull, some of them is fright, some of them is fight, some of them are fright. Huge amount of them cash flow. Also as well, there's a breakdown in relationships, communications, exhaustions, expectations, even frivolous stuff where a contractor goes to a job and the homeowner gave materials and then dogmatically told the contractor how to do it and what methodologies to do. There was only way that was going to go, only one way. So there's multiple levels, and these levels interact and multiply. And something that may seem small. I was once on a job as well, and the builder started coming up with some very strange things, and you could see red flag. Started saying the homeowners don't like me, they've never liked me, they never warmed to me, they never trusted me. And it was quite the opposite, and I wouldn't mind. The guy, while he went bankrupt, he was an extremely nice, likeable guy. He caused obscene amount of heartache and damage, and he stopped coming back. And that's the pattern, and when you start to see a pull away, you better get ready for entrenchment to that pull away, because that's what happens. That's just the truth. So the flags are there. It's very hard to see it though, because cognitive bias comes in and we become automatically self-fulfilling, automatically self-correcting, and automatically self-conditioning. We don't want to believe it. We don't want to believe. And while it is a rejection, it's a rejection from it's I guess psychoanalytically it's a rejection in all directions. Self-rejection, inter-rejection, and it cascades. So just a few thoughts, and you can even hear my voice is changing, my tone is changing in this. I haven't enjoyed talking about this because the reality, the backlog of this and the results of it are very hard to deal with. And I often find, to be honest with you, better cut the strings, find a breach of contract, dismiss the builder formally, and restart with somebody new. And that's what I'm doing at the moment on one project. And one thing that I also know the contractors are doing work. One or two of the other projects, the contractors are doing work, and it'll be interesting, the previous contractors. So it'll be interesting to see, is this habitual and are the patterns exact, to see how they finish up. Already they're dragging way longer than they should have been. Should have been finished in March. We're now in early April, and we still don't have windows in. If you don't have windows in, you're months away from finishing. Months away. And somebody pays for that. That's the bottom line. Somebody pays for that. Okay, sorry for rambling a bit in this one, but it is pertinent, sadly, and needs to be exacted and talked clear. If I can help you with any of this, and this is often the hardest work I do, but I do feel that it's because it's the hardest work, it's probably the most important work I do. Okay, talk to you, reach out to me, and once again, thanks for sharing your time. It is so precious, isn't it? Says me as I walk around as dusk comes in, enjoying myself. Thanks guys, take care, bye bye.